As you think about America today, and you could actually say this about a lot of parts of the world beyond the United States, that the big institutions just aren't hiring people and creating jobs fast enough to be able to give everybody a job that they'd like to have. You know, even when they come out of college, and the kind of jobs that people can look forward to in the traditional organizations just aren't what they were back in our generation. So the future, I believe, is all about entrepreneurial businesses. If you want to grow America, you got to grow entrepreneurial companies. And you don't always have to be the founder of a company, as you have been, but you can be a part of the company, as you said, and that you can share in the success. How do you think about, how do we prepare a new generation of young people who aspire to the kind of success you've had? What advice would you give them as they think about either becoming an entrepreneur or joining an entrepreneurial company?
Well, I think it's all about doing what we're doing right now. It's all about storytelling. It's telling the story of what makes a great entrepreneur. What are the pitfalls? What are the things, like, for instance, I didn't start my own restaurant company as far as an owner until I was 40. I had 20 years to compile recipes and ideas and do all that and work for people and see what it was like running their companies before I set out with my, and even then when I did it, I had two partners that you know, we founded it together. So I think the key is listening to entrepreneurs, studying what they did, studying the marketplace, understanding the marketplace, and instead of this is what I want to do, what does the marketplace need? What is important in the marketplace? What can I do to bring to the marketplace what it truly needs, and what's the best way, in the most economical way, in a way that creates value, more value in someone's life than where there is today. And now with the internet, there's so many great ideas, and technology is a very big component of casual dining, of quick service dining, of all of this is technology and how it interfaces with the human experience. In medicine and healthcare, all of these things, I think the whole world's going to change very rapidly. And when entrepreneurship is applied to problem solving, and you get great entrepreneurs thinking differently about big organizations and how faulty and cumbersome big companies are, whether they're banks or the VA hospitals, whatever they are, they just become cumbersome, and they're not full of risk takers. I think taking risk is a key element for entrepreneurs, but taking educated risk is what's important.
You know, as you think about the middle class economy that you and I have grown up in, that we've both been very successful in, there are a lot of features of that middle class economy that just aren't sustainable anymore. And yet we see the chance for a new affordable middle class economy that is a huge opportunity for entrepreneurs. PDQ would be a perfect example of that, where you've gone in and said, okay, people want to eat more healthy, so we'll give them organic food. I know at nighttime you don't keep anything. You don't have any food saved over till the next day. You'll find some organization to give away the end of day food too. But you've been able to go in and give this exceptional customer experience, to get people enthusiastic about coming to your restaurants or working for you as you build out more restaurants. At the same time, it's part of this affordable new middle class economy that says, hey, we can deliver you a great customer experience, but we can do it at a very disruptive, affordable price.
That's right.
I think there's an insight there of first principles that can go across industry after industry after industry. And as you've done as an adaptive innovator, where you've adapted some high technology, as you were talking earlier about, in terms of how you keep the time monitored carefully, how you train people to use technology, but to the customer, they don't feel technology, they just feel experience. I just think the opportunity for entrepreneurs in a whole range of industries across the US, maybe even the world, to build affordable alternatives and yet elevate the customer experience is just exceptional. And thanks so much, Tim, for telling your story about your success, not just with Outback, but how you've carried on with PDQ and elevated it to an even higher level. It's just been wonderful hearing these stories.
Thanks, Sean. And please don't forget, that have as much fun along the way with great partners and partners you can trust, and is so important. And having you on our team, I feel blessed.
Thank you, Tim.
Okay.